Andrew McGahan for the MacLife.com here in SPG Concord, standing alongside Gunnar Nelson, who's fighting at UFC London in about 14 or 15 days time. Gunnar, I'm not too sure how far we are now, but the first question I want to ask you is, aside from injuries in your career, this is the longest spell you've had while you've been active in between fights. Do you think that it was the right decision to make, maybe after coming off the Maya loss and getting the win? It was like, right, let's not jump back into it, let's just take our time and see how things go.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I feel great. I feel like this time has done a lot for me, you know, a lot for my game. Obviously, it was unfortunate that I fell out of my fight against Dong Hyun Kim in Belfast, but I had to recover from that injury, and I'm ready to go, and I feel good.
You have to think, with that injury, it was a little bit unfortunate. I believe it happened at a media day, promoting the fight, leading up to the fight. And at those media days, it's not like you're training at high intensity. Talk us through, what was it? Was it just a simple movement, or you went over your ankle?
Yeah, it was just a freak accident, you know. It was just like I was moving around with my good friend, Kenny Baker. He's maybe he's put on a few pounds, you know, that's why it happened. But no, we were just playing around. We've been training together for years, you know, 10 years or so. And I go to lift him up for a little takedown, and for whatever reason we were going kind of slow, so I went to put him down slowly, a bit slower than I would normally, and whatever way I put my leg underneath him, my ankle got like twisted in a bad position, and he just landed on with his whole weight on the ankle, and it just snapped.
Do you think maybe at an earlier stage in your career it would have been the thing that we'll just keep going, and as long as we can walk on it fight week, we'll fight? But it was the fact that it was such a ranked opponent, such a good opponent, you felt, right, we need to be going into there 100%.
To be honest, I wouldn't have been able to jump around like I do. I couldn't grapple, I couldn't stay in mount, I couldn't get the back and do my figure four. I couldn't do a lot of the positions, like, not even like could do them, but hardly, but I just could not even do them. I couldn't bounce around. I could have gone into the fight and just stood in the middle and, all right, let's swing. Well, how many times have you seen me do that? That's not
Never.
really my style. So
then next weekend, do you think that we're going to just see the Gunnar Nelson of old, the more polished Gunnar Nelson, just the same old grappling thing that has gotten you to the place where you are now? You're coming up against a guy who has, I think, a brown belt in 10th planet under Eddie Bravo. So it seems like when guys have a good grappling base, they're thinking, okay, I want to test myself against Gunnar, but it hasn't really ever worked out very well for them that way.
Yeah, we'll see what he wants to do. I believe he wants to keep it standing. I think that's what he's going to try to do, but we'll see. You know, he's probably comfortable everywhere, and I am as well, you know.
When it comes to the sort of thing, I know we spoke about mixed martial arts in Iceland for a long time over the years, but recently Molnar, your gym, got a brand new facility, like a total expansion. It seems like it was already a very impressive gym, but was that a sort of decision from you and your team, or was it just the right time to expand the gym?
Yeah, we've been looking to expand for a long time now. It's about 2.5, maybe even 3 years since we have outgrown the facility we were in, so we couldn't really get more members in. We had to, like, you know, for every like beginners classes, there was loads of people that couldn't sign up for the course because it was just full, and we'd be telling people, you know, you gotta maybe try next month and stuff like that. So it's been like that for a few years, so we really had to expand, and it took us a long time to find the right location, to find this spot. And even when we got this spot, it took us a long time to just nail that deal, you know. We've done it now. We've opened about a month ago, and the new place is just, it's something else, you know.
It's funny because a couple of years ago we would talk about the great amateur team that was coming through at Molnar, and you were the guy leading the way forward, and now those guys are transitioning into professional, have been making professional debuts. Is this facility the sort of thing that will just give them the luxury, the sort of good training facilities that they need to maybe replicate the success that you've had?
Absolutely. I mean, this is a gym for world champions. This is basically like one of the nicest, biggest gyms in the world, and I hope you'll be able to see it soon, you know, and I believe you will. I'm looking forward to go back there. You know, we were training there for the first bit of this camp, and then I came over here. I always love to come here. You know, you have a lot more fighters here, and it's like a second home to me. But I'm definitely looking forward to go back home and bring all the guys to our gym again, and see how what they think, and I do believe they're gonna love it.
I love when you're after saying it there. You're after saying love it. You so talk about your second home, but every time we meet, the accent is just getting a little bit more prominent. You're a Dublin man at heart.
Yeah. I've spent so much time here, you know.
Talk to me about he's standing over there, Luka Jelcik. You just did a couple of hard rounds with him there, finishing up. Excellent pro fighter, really top prospect. It seems like a perfect body type to get ready for this fight.
Yeah, you know, Luka is a really good, crafty fighter. He's improved so much. I sparred with him last about a year ago, I think. In my preparation for the fight with Tumanov, I sparred with him last, and he's improved so much since then. He's a very talented boxer as well, very good hands. And now he's just putting everything together. He's a good southpaw. Perfect sparring partner for this bout.
Perfect. And two quick things before we go. A dominant win next week. Do you feel it puts you back into the talk of fighting guys like Don Hyung Kim? With the recent departures of people that have left the UFC, welterweight isn't maybe as stacked as it was before. Do you think this is the chance for you to cement your claim and say, look, I actually am one of the top guys in this division?
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like I have been for a while, and you know, I have my ups and downs, like most of the fighters. But yeah, I think you could say that I should have fought somebody ranked in this bout. But believe me, we tried to get. It was about 5 fighters that we tried to get, and no one was available. So I want to step in there now and fight. Alan Jouban stepped up, so I'll fight him. You know, I've always been in belief that all these guys, you know, top 15, top 20 even, you know, these are all tough fighters. You learn a lot just about yourself, and you improve your own game fighting any of them. So I just wanted to step in there now and fight. Alan stepped up, and I'm looking forward to it, you know, and then we'll see where we go from there. Just keep climbing.
Excellent, Gunnar. And last question. I know you're a little bit of a gamer. We were chatting downstairs earlier on. You're a big fan of Christmas Day noobs that are just going online to play it. But if we have to compare, say, maybe drilling something in the gym and hitting it in the fight, or getting a 15 kill streak on Call of Duty, which 15? Is more important? Yeah. Or what's your highest kill streak?
That's well over 30. I've been dropping nukes on this Infinite Warfare, you know. I've got a good few nukes on this. That's 25 kill streaks only with the gun.
There you go. Not only a legitimate grappler, also pretty good on the PlayStation 4 as well.
Yeah, I can manage, you know.
Excellent. Gunnar, thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Best of luck.